How's it going, everyone? Today I'm going to be sharing my process of how I germinate my seeds and how I plant my seeds. It's because you have to plant seeds for it to germinate. So I'm going to be showing you my process, what products I use and what kind of seeds I use, and also how I level the, or I should say how I prepare the seed trays. I have about 90% germination rate on my seed planting so far, so which is pretty good. I'm just going to be quickly showing you around all these plants here. They're all planted from my seeds. So all of these plants here, they're all from original seeds that I got from the farm. And the best part about the original seeds is that, for example, these tomato plants, they're small because that is a type of tomato, and also have other tomatoes that are normal size as well. So the best thing about these seed plants is that the original seed plants is that I can harvest the seeds and I can replant them. So I'm going to show you this cilantro plants. As you can see, it's already starting to produce the original seeds for me, and I can take them and I can multiply. Just one plant, you can take a look at it, how many seeds that it is producing. It's abundant. As long as you can have one good plant, you will never have to buy food again. And that's the beauty about buying original seeds and buying original plants instead of hybrid. And I also have this radish here that is starting to flower. You can see the pollination is starting to happen. So pretty soon I should be having some seeds for that too. So this is actually daikon. It's not fully radish. It's, I don't know what you call it in English. Maybe it's called daikon. And this right here is a type of broccoli. They grow like this on a, it's like a sprouts. It's not like a traditional broccoli, but they do taste very similar. So this broccoli is from Brazil, and these are original seeds, and this is how they germinate or pollinate. This is how the seeds gets formed. So first that thing gets formed like the sprout that looks like broccoli and turns into yellow flower. And if you leave that long enough, that yellow flower turns into these beans like pods here. And inside these bean pods, you can find um, the seeds. So I'm gonna see if I can open it up for you. So I took some seeds out from the broccoli. As you can see, that's how they look, and I can replant them. And just one broccoli plant is producing that much seed. Here you can see the germination process. Once again, how they turn into flowers, and flowers turn into these beans-like pods. And all these pepper plants I have, these are hot peppers, one of the hottest peppers that I ever had. And I've been having some issues with the sweet chili plants. Anyways, I don't want to digress too much into the diseases of my plants. I just wanted to focus more on the seeds in this video. Here you can see a freshly fallen tomato. So apparently this one tomato has about more than 100 seeds in there. So if I want, I can just open it up and then get 100 more tomato plants from this one. So this is the seed tray that I'll be using, and you can just find this in any garden store near you. And for the soil, I have substratum. They call it substrata here. So in English it's called substratum, or just a potting soil. So they look like that. Not sure if you can see it. You can find this, I'm sure, in any garden store near you. I find this type of soil to be working the best for seed germination. I guess they just have higher form of nutrition in there. They don't cost much and they last me for a long time, so it's a pretty good investment. So now let's go ahead and see how I'm going to prepare the trays. To prepare the trays, I just like to start on one edge, and I like to leave one empty row in between. I should say one empty column in between, because I noticed that some seeds, they pollinate too fast and then they kind of take over. And I noticed that leaving space prevents that from happening. And one other thing I do is I make sure that the soil is nice and grounded before I put them in. As you can see, I have filled it out. I left one column in between to prevent cross germination, or one seed from taking over everything. I did my best to not to have any soil in here, but somehow it always just ends up in here. I just have to do a little bit of more cleanup to do. Take the soil out before I water them and plant the seeds. Next step is to water the seeds. So I got the hose here, and we're going to water the seeds now. You have to make it into mist mode, so it's more gentle. So this is how the final seed tray looks just before planting. I'm just going to take a quick break and we can plant. Now it's time to plant the seed. To plant the seed, I have this, it's just a soldering stick, or you can use any type of metal or a strong stick. And I'm going to show you how I plant my seeds. You just create a small hole with this right in the center. So the hole looks like that. Just like that, right in the center. Doesn't have to be too deep, shallow. Should be okay. And sometimes it's like that, you just have to compact them enough, and then just another hole and another hole there. As you can see, that is the hole. So these are all the seeds I have. They're from a Costa Rican farm called Finca Organico, or Semillas Plante is their website if you want to check them out. So they sell these organic packets of seeds. Today I will be planting brinjal, I think this is celery, apio. I have enough jalapeno, so I'm not going to plant that. So I'll just keep it aside. Daikon, I don't have enough daikon, so I'll plant it. Lechuga, lettuce, I'll plant some. And this is his lechuga merlat. So I think this is the purple lettuce that I see there. So I'll plant that too. Tomate San Marzano. I have enough tomatoes, so I'll skip it. Maybe I'll plant some cilantro. And carrots too. I'm going to plant some carrots. This says mostoza. I think it's something like bok choy. I'm not going to plant it this time. I have enough green leaves. And this is broccoli. I have enough of that. Let's see. Parsley. Maybe I'll plant some parsley. So to plant, all I do is just take a few on my palms, and I plant about 2 seeds in one hole. So these are the seeds. Just put them on the hole and then gently cover it. You don't want them to go too deep. If they go too deep, then of course they're not going to grow up. So just like that. And now they're resting. Fine. Alright guys, so that took about an hour and a half, and I have the seeds already planted. I'm going to show you the final thing, how it looks like. So all the seeds have been buried. I left one gap in between to prevent cross germination, and hopefully in about a couple of weeks I'll be able to show you how they look. So I have to water them one final time. And in terms of watering, you want them to water in a way that they stay moist without being drenched in water, and also they cannot be too dry. So I water about 3 times a day, and I put it in the mist settings. You don't want to water to hit it like too hard. It has to be very gentle flow. So if you have the mist setting on your tap or on your hose, you can use that. Anyways, I hope you guys found it useful, and if you have any specific questions, just comment below and I'll do my best to get to you. Thank you. Have a good day.